Hey everybody, Quesoman Rules here. Alright, this video tutorial that I'm going to make for you today is probably going to be a two-part series because it's going to be pretty long, and I apologize if there's a little skipping around in the video by like me editing wise because it's going to be really long, and if I get caught up I'm going to need to just blaze right on through. Alright, what we're going to do today is we're going to learn how to make a full website. Now, I know there's some other videos on here, but they're all kind of, kind of lame, kind of skimpy, and they kind of don't use the best stuff that they could possibly use. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the best, possible stuff to be able to get ourselves a seriously high quality website. I have my own website that's made this way. As you can see in the caption, it's called smokeandbarrels.co.nr. This is my gaming clan website. This is an example of what you can achieve by creating a website this way. And yeah, you can also visit that and check out my forums and all that stuff. You can become a member. That would be really cool because I'm trying to pick up some views on there. So, okay, without further ado, this is how you're going to make your website. Alright, the first thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make ourselves an account at 8tt.org. Alright, this is my favorite web hosting site because it's seriously great. It lets you use your own domain name. It has 10 gigs of disk space and 10 gigs of bandwidth. This is crazy for free. I'm serious. I mean, this is the best thing I found. It has PHP and MySQL support, supposedly, although I've had trouble getting forums on here. I've had to resort to something else. But, and it has stuff like that. It's got a control panel and FTP access, and there are no banner ads on your site. The only thing is that down at the bottom there's like a couple of text ads that nobody ever even sees anyway. So, okay. So what you're going to do is you're just going to sign up now. Now, for some reason I keep getting this. This site is a little old. I've actually heard that this, there's not much support anymore since it's so old, but you really don't need it if you know what you're doing, and if you ever have any problems you can always email me. Or, not email me, YouTube message me or whatever. Okay. Now you just put whatever in the username, blah blah blah, whatever you want to call it, make your password, put in your email, blah blah blah, yeah, confirm your password, email, terms of service. You know what you should do? You should put Quesoman rules. No, you don't have to do that because that doesn't matter. And then put in the anti-spam and whatever, and submit. Now it'll make your site. It'll make your site, and it's really quick and easy. Then what you're going to do is once you get back, you're going to log in. I'm going to log into my website so you can see what that looks like. It'll redirect you to the index page. La la la. Okay, and this is your control panel. Alright, now as you can see here, there are several different things that you can do. One of them is the file manager, which is probably what you're going to use most. So, here you go. Now this is all the stuff that's on my site, and there's some directories and stuff like that. And this is where all your stuff's going to be. All you're going to see is something that says index.html, and if you click on that, you'll see your home page for that site. Now for me it's this, but for you it'll most likely be a little thing that says, if you see this, then your account has been created successfully. So then what you're going to do is, now that that works, you need to actually create the site. Alright, now there's a couple of ways to do this. The best way to do this, since most people aren't too familiar with coding and aren't going to be able to use Notepad very easily, because that's just plain and simple, you just have to type in your HTML here or whatever, that doesn't really work very well. So, the best thing to do for for beginners and people who aren't very specific with coding, is to use a graphic web editing program. Now, the one made by Adobe is Dreamweaver. This is my favorite, but this is a very expensive program, and you're probably not going to want to spend so much money on this. I don't know the exact price, but it's up there. Probably what you could buy a, medium end computer for, just like a regular user computer. But yeah. So, but it's great. It's got the code and the design, and it shows everything. You don't even have to know anything really about coding because you can put it all in here. Okay. So one of the things that I've seen though that my friend uses is an open source program called Enview. This is just like Adobe Dreamweaver or very similar. The user interface is a little bit different, but it's essentially the same thing. You can just open up your page in here. It'll come up like this. You can go to the source, which is the HTML, and if you want to, you can edit stuff in there. And yeah. So there you go. Okay, now what we're going to use in this program, I'm going to use Dreamweaver because I'm more comfortable with it, but you're most likely going to be using Enview. You most likely can wing it because they're fairly similar, but yeah, I just downloaded Enview for this purposes of this tutorial, and I'm going to take it off right after I'm done. Okay, now open up a browser. Actually, I already have Firefox open. Now the best site that I like to use is free CSS templates.org. I'll put that in the description so you guys don't have to type it. And this will give you free CSS templates for your web page. This is how you get cool designs, like the background I have on mine, like this black, and there's a bunch of other stuff. This is the best thing that you can get for free. Okay, there's a bunch of them on here. See over 335. So click on CSS templates, and then you can scroll through the list, go through different pages. Let's just pick one that's cool. This one's kind of neat, I guess. Just go ahead and download that. We'll go to the preview too. Okay, so just wait for it to validate the install. Click or download. Click OK. It'll download the zip folder. Open up where it's been downloaded to. Extract it. Click on the folder. And here you go. Okay, now this is the very main part of the this is the template with the site. Okay, so now you can see it's in Dreamweaver.